welcome back. Yes. Champions League draw. Well, we'll talk about that in a moment, but I just want to say, yeah. Why is my camera like? That's all that I want to say, but my camera is fucked again. Yeah, I just want to say, yeah. This fucking draw is rigged. Like, this is rigged. Let's go. Let me quickly go through the draw, yeah. Forget Man City's draw quickly. I'll quickly do some other draws. PSG, Barcelona. What's everyone been saying? What has everyone been saying? We were robbed of a PSG Barcelona final, what everyone said. They gave us PSG Barcelona, of course they fucking did. PSG Newcastle, I guess Earl Derby, but that's not really that big of a deal. Real Madrid getting us and Liverpool, like every fucking year. Okay, definitely not rigged, guys. Definitely not rigged. Bayern München. I don't care, but they get the Arsenal rematch. Definitely not rigged, guys. Definitely random chance. Liverpool, nothing interesting, it seems. Then, yeah, Inter, nothing interesting either, but it is interesting that Inter play a lot of weak teams here. I think Dortmund they should beat most of these teams, to be honest. I think Inter should be in the round of 16. Just stop 8 round of 16, considering their draw. They'll probably lose to Liverpool and Arsenal, but I think Atleti right now, not that great. They do play them away, though, which can be annoying. I think the bottom 4 teams here, they all should beat those 4. So, yeah. And again, we'll come back to Man City in a second, but I'm just quickly checking the other teams. Chelsea, Barcelona, Chelsea, I mean, that's been milked to death, farmed to death. Chelsea, Bayern München, not really a rivalry there, but you can argue that it's a rivalry because of that final that... was that the final that Drogba scored in? It was, yeah, it was. Yeah, Dortmund. Just being Dortmund, I guess. There's nothing interesting with Dortmund, to be honest. Barcelona, I don't care. Go fuck yourself. Arsenal. Arsenal gets Club Brugge, which I'll talk about in a second as well. Bayern München rematch, I talked about already. They do have quite a few easy teams, though. But bro, I swear down, these results are rigged sometimes. Juventus, nothing interesting. Neither with Frankfurt. Club Brugge. I think this is a difficult draw, man. I think Kairat Almaty is going to be difficult to play against away because of the nature of the place the game is played at the border of China. In a mountain range, by the way. The stadium is in a mountain range. The entire city is. So, elevation-wise, that's not the easiest. It's going to be difficult for the players. And it's already going to be jet lag because it's so far away. Like, I think people underestimate Kairat, bro. I think Kairat away is going to be proper difficult. Monaco, I think it's just unlucky. I think Monaco is one of the better teams in there. And then you're looking at Sporting. I mean, Sporting, it's difficult to know exactly how good they are. Give me a moment here. Give me just a moment. I'm back. My apologies. That took a while, didn't it? My apologies. Right then, we live. Let me catch up to chat here. Hello, big up to him. How are you? I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Club Brugge against Corner FC, isn't it, bro? I think they'll ruin us, though. I think this thing with Arsenal, in the Premier League, they just finish second again and again, which is useless. But they are a proper good. If you put them in Europe, they're a proper good team. But they just can't win a league title. Because they don't have the mentality, that's the thing. So they'll ruin us. Like and subscribe, yes, please. Yeah, I saw that. That's shocking, isn't it? Garnacho to Chelsea. I don't get. Why would you waste your money on Garnacho? I properly don't get that. I'm absolutely sick of some of the fan base blaming Haaland and putting the blame on him, telling him to change his game for Doku. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with Man City fans, yeah? I'm gonna be honest with Man City fans. When you've got a player who's scoring 30, 40, 45 goals in his worst ever season, including an injury with a dysfunctional Man City. When you've got a player who in his worst numerical season outscores Sergio Aguero's best, you do not ask him to change his style. The fan base is honest to God brain dead. I'm sorry, yeah? The fan base is honest to God brain dead if they want to compensate, or if they want Haaland to compensate for the doc. And there's nothing else I can call that but brain dead. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne again at the Etihad. Imagine your mild red cards against Club Brugge. Well, keep praying, mate. Barcelona and Bayern München and Arsenal will absolutely destroy Club Brugge. But on Man City, who we'll actually talk about now, we're gonna look at some statistics. Now, I can't actually remember the last time we... Yes, I can. The last time we played Dortmund was in the treble season, right? The first game was with the Haaland bicycle kick. I don't really remember the second one. What did happen in that second game in the treble season with Dortmund? Everything that could have happened has. Yeah. Bro. I swear it now. This shit is fucking rigged. This is rigged. If you don't think this is rigged, bro, how does every fucking note just get hit? Club Brugge, for the rematch against Atalanta, by the way, that's also a big one. Bro, if Celtic actually qualified and wasn't shit, we would have had Celtic. Because Celtic had Kairat spots. This is rigged. They were expecting Celtic to advance, and they had prepared Celtic Club Brugge rematch. Because Celtic Club Brugge was an interesting game last season. With unexpected results. They will throw that out again. They are setting up all these rematches. It's honest to God. It's so obviously rigged. It's so obvious that they've rigged it. They're not even trying to hide it. It's embarrassing, bro. Athens 2-0 down. Or 2-0 up. Wait. 2-0 up. What are we doing here? What the fuck is that? Why are you not starting Bertascini? He's the best player in the Belgian league. He may just well be the best player in the national team, by the way the Bruyne's legs are going. What the actual fuck are these brain dead cunts doing? Yo. Coefficients is gonna be Club Brugge again, and that's gonna be it. Bro, what the fuck are they doing? These guys are stupid. Angulo Azarueta, now that stinks. And Dolberg as well. I don't like Dolberg that much. Now, their bench is better than their starting 11. What the fuck are they doing? I swear to God, this is the problem with Belgian football. This is the problem with Belgian football, yeah? This type of stuff. They played a B team against Athens. And with a B team, yeah? They're always gonna lose. You're gonna lose in Europe with your B team. And what they then do is they play their best team in Europe. Sorry, in the league. There is a reason why Club Brugge is the only team in Belgium that actually does something in Europe. To be fair, Union as well. They all play their B teams. This is bullshit. Honestly, yeah, they should get fined. You should get fined if you intentionally play your B team in Europe and go out. This is nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. I mean, this bench is better. Vasquez is better than Dolberg. Bertassini is better than Hazard and Angulo. De Greef, not really. Struikens is definitely better than Angulo. Versaeren, I think he's overrated, I can't lie, but he's better than the Cats. Augustinsson is better than whoever the fuck this is. Oskan. Oh, that's our new signing, isn't it? Sure, Oskan, sure. What the fuck is this? Mats Ritz is better than the Cat and then Lazana. What the fuck are... Nah, bro. I hate when teams throw away competitions. It's so stupid. Arsenal got the easiest draw. I won't be sure of that. Let me check again here. Arsenal. Bayern München. Yeah, Inter is an easy draw, I think. Aleti is difficult. So is Club Brugge. Especially at Jan Breidel. That's not an easy draw, but these I mean, you're winning all 4 of these. You're winning these 4 games. You're beating Inter for sure. I think Inter is just not that great. So that's like 5 wins. 5 certain wins. You could draw this game. I can see a draw happening here. A stinky draw. I think Aleti is going to be 50-50. So let's say 5 draws. Or 5 wins and a draw. That's like 16 points. I think that's enough for the top 8, isn't it? And that's just with certain... with points that are pretty much certain. Let's see it. Champions League. Last season. There you go. Last season, yeah, 16 points got you top 8. So, yeah. Arsenal is definitely getting top 8. You beat all the teams you're supposed to beat, and then you draw against Brugge, which is very doable. 1 draw in these 3 games should be doable. Then you get top 8. Easy draw. You're right. Doku qualified us for Champions League. He didn't, isn't it? He didn't. He did fuck all. He got 1 ball into Nunez. Wow. Yeah. And Marmouche was way more influential, I agree. Dat sealed against Zolis. Yeah, bro. Dat sealed been wanting Zolis at Bayern München for a while now. He's gonna have front row seats. He's a season ticket holder at Bayern, so he's gonna have a front row seat. Yeah, I did die. Rip. Hello. Subscribe. Yes, do subscribe. I'm actually gonna get started now. I've been waffling for 20 minutes instead of starting. I've been gone for another 20 minutes. Actually, I'm only live for 17 minutes. But I've been waffling for long enough. I think his parents in his room. Not my parents, just my mom. Genk want to Lech Poznan. They've already won that game, so haven't they? Yeah, I mean, it's 6-3 on aggregate. That's fine. Sporting CP last year. Yeah, I'll talk about that. Smash the likes for Alf. Big up to Liam. Do smash the likes, guys. Do smash the likes. And with that, let's actually get started. Dortmund. Now, I think Dortmund is very big. I think Dortmund is the weakest team in pot 1. Dortmund and Inter Milan. The 2 weakest teams in that pot. Now, Dortmund, yeah, they've been struggling. They've been struggling in Bundesliga. Can I fucking type, please? Christ. They've been struggling in Bundesliga recently. I mean, they started off with a draw against St. Pauli, by the way. Not a great team. St. Pauli, yeah, fighting relegation. They only barely got Champions League football because Freiburg bottled it at the last day of the season. I remember talking about that on watch-alongs. I remember talking about that on watch-alongs, that Dortmund wasn't going to get Champions League. And then Freiburg bottled it. Right at the end, you know. Sad days. I mean, there's goal difference. How do you have a -4 goal difference, by the way, whilst being 5th? How does that happen? Like, some of these goal differences in Bundesliga, you honestly need to look at it. Some of this goal difference is just proper funny. But the season before that, they got 5th. I think the season before that, the treble season, they bottled the league title. I mean, that's something new for Dortmund. So, yeah, they are not exactly flying, are they, recently? Last time they got 2nd, by the way. I mean, was with the lowest point tally in the past 5 years. 3 years. Calm down. But probably 5 years as well. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you see that? That they're getting nowhere near. That they've gotten nowhere near since 2019. I mean, what do you say about that? What do you generally say about that? Dortmund is not looking great. Now, our record against Dortmund should be pretty good. Let me select Dortmund. Maybe there's some games that we haven't seen yet. Okay, I thought this was going to be all season. Okay, that's fraudulent. Wait, how do I compare it for all season? How do I compare club statistics for all season? Because this is fraudulent. You know what's transfer market? I thought UEFA website, you're gonna be it, but nah, this shit is fraudulent. The typical stuff from them, isn't it? Man City record versus Dortmund. There you go. Beautiful. Or Borussia Dortmund against Man City. Or same difference. So, Man City 3 wins, Dortmund with 1 win. And yeah, Dortmund with 1 win. Because of Jaway goal. No. Sorry, I'm looking at this wrong. Yeah. I'm looking at this and it's red, so I'm thinking Man City won those games. But yeah, it's from Dortmund's perspective that we're looking at it here. So, I mean, to be fair, all these games have been tight. How is this ordered? Let's order this by C. This is making me sick to rate the order this. There we go. And all of these games have been close. I mean, this is with the disaster season of Pellegrini. So, I mean, even Mancini. In Mancini's disaster season, we still didn't lose both games, and they only beat us narrowly. From that point, we've beaten them every time, but every game has been close. And yeah, this game ended 0-0. I can barely remember this game. I'm not gonna lie. I can barely remember this game. Yeah, because we'd already qualified at that point. I believe Ortega played that game, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Let's see here. Yeah, Ortega did play. See, I know ball. Cancelo played that game. Oh, I do remember that he played the first game. I can barely remember that. Anyhow, Dortmund. Verdict on them. I don't think that they're that strong or dangerous looking, to be honest. I think they've been weak recently. Yeah, they got to our final in the Champions League, but that was fraudulent. The way they got to that final was fraudulent. They were lucky as fuck to get there, and I'm not particularly worried about them, especially since we're playing them at the Etihad. I think the Etihad is the perfect game to get these easy games. You're not gonna beat Real Madrid. I'm gonna be honest here. We are not beating Real Madrid. Their rebuild actually involves fucking people off, and actually involves being ruthless and getting the positions you need. They needed a striker, they got a striker. They needed a centre back, they got a centre back. They are doing what they need. They needed a right back, they got a right back. And I can go on and on. Now you can argue about Trent's ability to play, but that's a different argument altogether. I think Madrid is just proper good this season. They did struggle against Oviedo, didn't they? But that's the start of this Madrid team. They beat it all 4-0. They beat them 3-0. So yeah, a rough start, but they did beat Oviedo comfortably. I think Madrid is gonna cook. I think a lot of people will sleep on Madrid because last season was bad. But you need to get it, yeah? This is Madrid. And I think Madrid has more successfully rebuilt than us so far. Mainly because they've addressed all the important positions. Which is why I'm happy that we played Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. I don't think we beat Madrid at the Etihad anyhow. So you might as well sack that Madrid game and do well in the league and make sure you beat Dortmund. I think that's just better. So Dortmund, I'm happy that we get that game at home. Madrid, oh well, sack it off. Fuck Madrid. I'm so tired of drawing Madrid, by the way. Like, this is nonsense. How many years in a row is that now that we play Madrid? I swear, we played Madrid once in like 10 years. And then suddenly we were playing Madrid every fucking year. How did that happen? I'm saying, this is fraudulent. This is fraudulent, I swear it down. This is staged. This is staged, but anyhow. Madrid, we're not beating them, let's be honest. So Leverkusen, let's talk about them. Actually, we'll talk about Chet first. Getting Kevin back to Manchester. I'll be there soon. I just hope he doesn't drop an absolute masterclass on our heads. Imagine losing because De Bruyne scores the winning goal. Imagine we lose to a De Bruyne winning goal. I mean, come on. It's written in the stars as well, you know. Because I don't think he's finished. A lot of people say he's finished, and a lot of people say he can't hack it in the Premier League anymore, but he could in the Serie A. Bollocks. I think he'd smash. I think he'd still smash in the Premier League if you put him next to two just engines. If you put De Bruyne together with Baleba and like Tijani Reinders or Nico Gonzalez, even or O'Reilly, like these type of engine players, bro, I think he'd cook. Because you can just have all the physicality out of those two, and De Bruyne can just orchestrate from deep. I don't think he's finished at all. Not in the Premier League, not in Serie A, not anywhere is he finished. And we're gonna see, bro. Some of the games we won, yeah. Now, Leighton Orient, I know, it's just Leighton Orient. He came off the bench, won a start game. Crystal Palace, he won a start game. That this guy is still one of the best players in the world. I think people are delusional if they think De Bruyne is washed. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's maybe willful delusion to believe that he played his best years at Man City and now he's done. He's gonna cook us. He's gonna proper cook us. Especially with that Italian weather. Because warm weather is good for your muscles. Cold weather is bad for your muscles. Causes them to cramp up more and stuff. And to just be tighter. Warm weather gets your muscles looser. Unless it's too warm, but that's something different. They've got AC in the stadiums, don't worry about that. Is there some transfer? No, there's none. We'll see at the last day, but there's just none. They blew... Bro, I don't get it. Some of these players fell upward. How did Garnacho? Garnacho finished 15. Absolute shit for Man United. And he's fallen upwards to Chelsea. How does this happen? How does gravity affect these players differently than it affects us? They fall off the roof of a building, they're on the moon. Like bro, if I jump off the roof of a building, I'm dead. They jump off the roof of a building, they touch the moon, bruv. They're with Neil Armstrong. They're talking about fucking one step for mankind and all that stuff. I don't get it, bro. I got not show 40 million, bruv. Actual fraudulent. Cercle Brugge against SCVV. I'm gonna go 2-0 Cercle, and I'm gonna go 1-2 Club Brugge. I'll check that out in a second. Yeah, Mourinho is washed, isn't he? We are murdered. What about Benito Raman? City's annual loss to Madrid, bro. It's a booking at this. It's a reservation. It's a reservation. We've reserved the Bernabeu for one spanking. You know what, yeah? If we beat Real Madrid, I would be so surprised if we did that. What should I do if we beat Real Madrid? I need to do something if we actually beat. Like, I'm quite confident we won't beat them. That's one way to put it, I guess. What do I do if we beat them? I'm not sure. I'll think about that. I will do something if we beat Madrid. I'm not sure what yet, though. I'll think about that. It's gonna say at Mechelen. Okay. Club next are in the UEFA Youth League. Yes. So for those who don't know how the UEFA Youth League works, they just like put the youth teams where the adult teams are. So like if the adult team is in like the second qualifying round, then you're in second qualifying round. If the adult team qualified for the proper, then your youth team is going to be in the actual proper tournament. It's weird. KDB and Sane to cook Rico Lewis. Where does Sane play now? I know he left Bayern, but where did he go? Did he go to Gala? Yeah, he did. Oh, well, just don't play Rico Lewis, isn't it? KDB is... I agree. I agree. KDB is gonna cook when we face him with Napoli, and just with Napoli in general. Yeah, sure. Sadiki Baleba with De Bruyne. That's a midfield, but I'm not sure if Sadiki works for De Bruyne. I think Sadiki is good, but I don't think he's that good. Nottingham Forest got a new player again. Who did they get? Celebrate when we beat Madrid. I mean, I'm gonna do that anyways, but... Yeah, full-time Anderlecht lost. Okay. Strasbourg. Strasbourg in Europe? Oh yeah, they are in Europe. And they're advancing. They beat Brøndby. Anyhow, let's talk about Man City here. Leverkusen. Never losing until they did. Leverkusen is in pot 2. I think they're probably the bar Arsenal, I think they're the most difficult team in pot 2. And if we play Leverkusen, yeah, Flecken is gonna make 100 saves. Echeverri is gonna cook us. I already know that, but I'm hoping that we get Leverkusen quite soon. Because Leverkusen is doing a rebuild. If we can have them the first game, we're gonna cook them. They will not be ready at the first game. But if we get them at the last game, I mean, by then we might have gotten top 8 already, so maybe we don't need to beat them anymore. Let's say we get them at the last game, and we're both still playing for the points. Then I think by that point they're gonna be better adjusted and stuff, and then they could cook us. It is the Etihad, so I mean you always have to take that into account. But I think Leverkusen is a proper good team. I don't think you can underestimate Leverkusen. And I actually quite like the way that Leverkusen set up. But I haven't watched them with Den Haag. I like the way they set up with Xabi Alonso. I'm not sure what Den Haag is doing with them, to be honest. I know they lost their first game, didn't they? I mean, not Den Haag. I mean, yes, Den Haag, but Leverkusen. Did they not lose their first? Yes, they did. So, I like the way they set up under Xabi Alonso. With them, like, wing backs or back three. I like that. I think Man City could play that, by the way, without players, but that's a different topic. But with Den Haag, I've not watched them yet. I don't know if Den Haag is going to absolutely ruin them, because I think people are doing too much with Den Haag. You know, everyone says he's a terrible manager, but here's the fact, yeah. Den Haag, in the treble season, got 3rd place with Man United, and won the Carabao Cup, reached the FA Cup final, reached a back-to-back FA Cup final, won it, Okay, finished 8th, but look at where they finished the season after he left. They finished... I mean, it's diabolical. It's diabolical to finish 15th. So I think Ten Hag, to be honest, I don't think he's as bad as people say. Now, he's not a good manager. He's not a Man United level manager. He's not a Man City level manager. But you know what he is? He's a solid manager, I think. When you don't let him make his own signings, when you get a director above him to make the signings, and when you just let Ten Hag do his job coaching, I think he's actually pretty solid. I think people overdo it with Ten Hag is shit, yada yada. So, that's going to be an interesting game. I do reckon we should beat them. I think Dortmund and Leverkusen, I think we win both of these games at the Etihad. And that's why I'm happy we had these games at the Etihad. Because Villarreal, I think it's easier than Leverkusen. Leverkusen, I think, is going to be a challenge at the Etihad. So if you play them away, it's going to be even a bigger challenge. But you play them at home, it could be quite comfortable if you scored early and get the crowd going. Leverkusen has nothing that scares me at the moment. Like name one Leverkusen player that's really thrilling you with fear, other than maybe Echeverri, who's on loan. But can Echeverri play against us? Because sometimes in loan deals, you're not allowed to play against your parent club. I'm not sure if that's a deal here with Leverkusen and Echeverri. I'm guessing it wouldn't be, but yeah. I think that this is going to be... I think this is going to be one of the most interesting games here. Because Leverkusen has 2 ways to go. They can go up or down. We're going to see through the progression of the season, but they could have a great season. Listen, don't get me wrong. But this is the thing with Ten Hag. He either gives you a very good season, the best you've had in years, or he takes you down to the gutter. And it remains to be seen what he does with Leverkusen. Villarreal. Now, I think Villarreal is not that good. I think they've got some ballers, but this is the problem with La Liga teams. Yeah? This is the problem with La Liga teams. They try to play too much football. Know what I mean? They will come out against Man City and they'll play expansive football against Man City. Listen, there is a way to beat Man City. There is an easy way to beat Man City. Choose to play football. Get it tight, get it close, get the game boring, slow. Do all of that. You can frustrate, pressure, beat Man City. If they come out expansive, explosive against Man City, Villarreal, I think that's the dumbest choice you could make. That's what I think Villarreal will do. That's just the way these La Liga teams are. They want to play football. I respect it, yeah? I respect it. Oh, you want to play football, you want to show that you can do it. You want to be entertaining. But bro, if they come out against Man City like that, they're going to get ruined. Ruined. And I'm here for that. Listen, I'm here for that. I'll gladly ruin Villarreal. That game could be 4-5-0. I'm not kidding. Especially if Trafford has a good day and goal. Because La Liga teams, yeah, this is another thing. All their strikers have such high technical ability. But none of them can finish. This is why people, yeah, the technical ability, it's not everything. The tech merchants, the eye test merchants, it's not everything. Because sometimes better striker is the one who scores, as opposed to the one who has great technical ability but flops in front of goal. Now, La Liga teams, yeah, they love to just get strikers with all the technique in the world. Bro, finishing, that's something different. To be fair, they did absolutely trash. They did trash Girona, our country, what's it called? Our sister club, I guess. But I mean, look at the striker pairing they had. Pepe, and I don't know what the other guy was called. It was Pepe and some other guy. Tanjan Buchanan plays for them. He scored a hat-trick. He scored a hat-trick against Girona. He's not scoring against Man City. I know Buchanan. He was a Club Brugge player. Not that guy. Pepe? Not gonna be that guy. Other than that, I do like Cardona, their left back. I've always rated him. But, I mean, they've got nothing. On that bench, they've got nothing either. I don't think they're gonna do much, to be honest. I think this is gonna be just... I don't want to be too arrogant, but that should be an easy victory. As easy as they come against top 5 league teams, which is never easy, of course. But European-wise, other than Buchanan, do any of their players... Yes, Pepe. Other than Buchanan and Pepe, any of their players have European experience? I don't think they do. Savona, here we go. Where's Savona gone? I'm guessing Fabrizio tweeted that out. Let's check that out quickly while we're here. Fabrizio. Napoli. Savona. Looking here. Where's that Savona's news come from? Two hours ago. Oh, Nottingham Forest signs Nicolo Savona. I think he's okay. I don't think he's that great, to be honest. I mean, attacking-wise, he's not that great. I think he's okay. I've watched Juventus a few games last season. Bad guy, I'm gonna be honest, but he is young. He's young, to be fair. He's had some good games, but I feel like he's very inconsistent. I think he's okay. Fair enough to Forest. At least they're getting some players in. Ajax got Inter Milan at home, Benfica at home, Olympiacos at home, and Galatasaray. I think that's doable. Benfica, Olympiacos, Galatasaray, and Inter Milan, because they're not that great either at the moment. I think that's doable. Their backline is getting weaker if they lose Hincapié to Arsenal. That's true as well with Leverkusen. Hincapié hasn't left yet, but... I mean, Tal left on a free. Hincapié could still leave. They lost Xhaka, they lost Wirtz, they lost Frimpong. Like, if you want to talk about all the players they've lost the entire backbone of their Invincibles. They've got nothing of that invincible team left. I don't think they're gonna be a big... I don't think they're gonna be a big threat at the Etihad. I still think it will be a close game, though. But it all depends on where Ten Hag takes them. That's why I think it's an interesting game. Ajax got Chelsea away. You'll lose that. Alec Tillman. What about him? Monaco, sister club of Cercle Brugge. I know that. Monaco bought Cercle Brugge. Because Cercle Brugge was going to go Valiat. And Monaco ownership just bought them, gave them money, and said, "Hey, do what you want. Do what you can have some money, do what you want, and get yourself financially stable," which they still haven't done. Claudio Echeverri back in Manchester. Lots of players back in Manchester. Sane too. We'll get there when we get there. Who got Union? Union got a few decent teams, to be fair. Crystal Palace 0-0. What was the last time AS Monaco against Jan Breidel? Was it 2017? Played against them. I think it was 2017, if I'm remembering correctly. Official Michel-Ange Balikwisha to Celtic. Okay. What is your dream draw? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not what we got. Dream draws don't happen now. We've got the real draws here, which I'll continue to talk about with Napoli. De Bruyne is gonna cook us. Let's be honest. Look at how De Bruyne played against Chelsea every time we played against Chelsea. When De Bruyne feels wronged by a team, he fucking cooks. He's gonna just absolutely cook us. He thinks we did wrong by letting him go. Yeah, he loves Manchester. He loves Manchester, don't get me wrong, he loves Man City. You know what? He's gonna have a hate boner for Pep here in this game. Because he thinks, well, you let me go when I was still shining. He's gonna show up at the Etihad, gonna want to kill us. Bro, he will get the Etihad chanting, oh, Kevin De Bruyne, again. I'm not gonna start singing now, because then I get louder. But he's gonna go to the Etihad, and he's gonna smash it, bro. I swear it now. If he gets 1 goal, 1 assist, which I reckon he will. I mean, I might as well buy a De Bruyne Napoli kit at that point. He's gonna smash us. We need to be prepared for Napoli, because they've got a lot more than just De Bruyne, by the way, to worry about. They've got quite a few players there who are actually decent. Noah Lang, I rate very highly. Think about this, yeah. Noah Lang won man of the match when both Messi, Neymar and Mbappé were on the pitch. Messi, Neymar and Mbappé were on the pitch. Noah Lang won man of the match. Think about that. Like, think about that, isn't it? He's a proper baller. I do rate Luka, their new striker. I think he's better than Lukaku. They've got Di Lorenzo, who's still solid. Oliveira, still solid. Lobotka, solid. Politano, solid. McTominay, absolute beast for some reason at Milan. Their centre backs are quite good. I can't tell you their name, I can't remember it. But they've got solid centre backs. Other than that, who do they still have other than that? I can't really think about anything right now of players they've got. Maybe I should look up their lineup. But they've got solid players, I'll tell you. And Lukaku being out for them is a blessing in disguise. It means Conte can't play Lukaku. And Conte is a solid coach as well. Let's talk about managers, yeah? I don't care about this manager. Xabi Alonso. I think Xabi Alonso is going to be the new Jose Mourinho. It's not the new Pep. Because Pep revolutionized the football in a very big way. While Mourinho revolutionized football in a way, but not as massive, right? So I think Xabi Alonso is more close to Mourinho than to Pep in that way. Ten Hag, I think, either gives you a great season or a terrible one. You'll find out soon. Villarreal, I don't care about their manager either. I don't even know who's the Galatasaray manager, if I'm being honest with you. Monaco, not that great of a manager either. Bodo Glimt, I've got no idea who's their manager. Napoli, though, I think of all the teams here, except for Real Madrid, they've got the best manager. In fact, even if you throw in Madrid there, Conte is a proof manager, goes and wins with every team he plays with. He's just a solid manager, I think, Conte. And the way he plays defensive, yeah, which is exactly what you need to do to beat Man City right now. Play defensive, hit on the counter. And that's what he's gonna do. That's the way he's always played. So, not just if you go through the plays, but if you look at the manager, I think this is a mismatch for Man City. We do get it at the Etihad, which means we potentially win. But, I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Will we win? We should. We really should at the Etihad. But I think it really depends on when we play them in the season. If we play them early in the season, because we'll take time to find our rhythm. If we play them early in the season, I think we could get cooked. If we play them late, I think it could be a different story. I think by that point stuff is clicking again. And then we'll beat Napoli if we play them late. If you play them like somewhere in between, I think maybe a draw. I think it really depends on when we play Napoli. I really do. So yeah, that's Napoli. I hope they don't cook us. De Bruyne, please don't score a hat-trick on us. Noah Lang back to PSV. Hey. Bro, another one. Another one. Clearly set up and rigged. Union got Newcastle. Yeah, I mean, Union's got a fucked up draw, I can't lie. Newcastle is definitely the toughest team there in that group as well, isn't it? Full-time AZ 4-1. Noah Long FC. Saturday is, so the calendar by, right? Maybe I should state this. This is not the order in which we will play these teams. We're not gonna play Dortmund, then Madrid, then Leverkusen. This is just the pots, and home and away. So, the actual date when we play them is gonna be decided in a separate draw, which happens randomly. It's so stupid, I don't get why they do that. I really don't get why they do that, it's very stupid. But, there you go. Jamal at Jan Bredel. Isn't it at Camp Nou? 1 second. I thought it's at Camp Nou. Oh, yeah, it's at Jan Bredel. Okay. I thought it was at Camp Nou. I don't know why. PSV got by Leverkusen. I mean, yeah. No. Ten Hag was Ajax, wasn't he? Yesterday, the referee was good for Club Brugge. I mean, he didn't do much, did he? Club Brugge was just dominating the game. The referee didn't have any impact on that. Union Atalanta. I mean, Union got all the difficult. I think they're fucked, I can't lie. Napoli will cook us. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. The Ketelaar is going to Lotto Park. Youth player of Club Brugge. I know who the Ketelaar is, man. Yeah, but like again, I feel like Union is fucked. I can't lie. I feel like they're fucked. Bodo Glimt. I think people are sleeping on Bodo Glimt. Listen, show respect. Yeah, show respect to these teams. A lot of people are like, easy win. Oh, Bodo Glimt, easy win. You think Bodo Glimt is an easy win? I'm sorry for you. You're gonna be in for a rough game. Because Bodo Glimt did not just get European semi-finals by luck or chance. Bodo Glimt actually had to fight to get there. They're in the Champions League again. It isn't their first time. I don't think it's their first time, at least. Let me check that, actually. Has Bodo Glimt ever played UCL? Okay, it is the first time. Never mind, I thought it was their second time. But they've been going upwards in Europe. The qualification process to get here, by the way, it's not like they played nobodies. Like, let's look at who they played. Beat Sturmgras. And they beat them convincingly. Sturmgras is not a bad team. Sturmgras is a very good team. They had to beat them to get there. I mean, yeah, they got destroyed by Tottenham, but they did make that a good game. Because, I mean, these scores do flatter Tottenham. Look at, I mean, not this game, but Solanke penalty was debatable, by the way, but these scores flattered Tottenham. Like, on a different day, they could have done much better against Spurs as well, if you actually go watch those games. And both times in the 60th minute. Not an easy team, especially not to play away. I mean, that's always the case in Europe, right? Away games in Europe are always going to be difficult. But I think they're going to be a tough game. I think we should win. But I feel like with so many of our games, I feel like if we play them too early in the season, we're going to get cooked. Bodo Glimt is going to sit tight, set up shop. They're going to frustrate us, they're going to counter us, they're going to ask the questions. And if we play naive, and we play the way we did against Spurs, we may get burned. These are not weak teams. If Bodo Glimt was in the Premier League, they would finish top 10. If Villarreal was in the Premier League, they'd finish top 10. If Galatasaray and Monaco, maybe not Monaco, but if Galatasaray was in the Premier League, they'd finish top 10. These are not bad teams. I think sometimes people don't respect teams from leagues that they don't watch. I think Bodo Glimt is just massively improving every season. So, if we play them early, I think we could get cooked. I don't think we'll lose against them. I think it could be a draw. But if we play them again, near that end of the run, I think we'll destroy them. I think we'll destroy them if we play them at the end of it and get into shape. But we need to be careful of them, I'm gonna be honest. Then, Galatasaray. Sani's ex-club. Yeah, the Ketelaar will probably score. Who that's Bodo Glimt got. Bodo Glimt has a decent one, actually. I think Bodo Glimt got to get to the, what's it called? Not round of 16, the playoff. I think Bodo Glimt got to get there. Dortmund, I think, is doable. These are 2 draws. I mean, this is just a draw and draw. They've got 3 points lined up right here. I think they can beat Slavia Praha, which is 6 points. I think they can beat Galatasaray, which is 9 points. And I think they'll definitely beat Monaco. So if they get to 12 points, I think they'll be in there. And if they get a result against us or the Spurs or both, even if it's just draws, we're looking at 14 points. That's comfortably advancing through the league phase. I think Bodo Glimt, yeah. I think Bodo Glimt will get to the playoffs. I think they'll lose in the playoffs, unless they get a lucky draw there. But I think they'll get to the playoffs, I'm gonna be honest. Then Galatasaray. To be honest, they're not that great either. Easy, light work, 9-0. If you think we're winning 9-0 against any team in Europe, that's a bit hopeful. Yeah, you need to respect these. You need to respect these. These teams here, that nobody respects. Like, you know how always it's the dark horse in the Premier League, or in the dark horse in the Champions League. I fucking hate that term. Fucking mutant shit. But the dark horse isn't a team that is playing better than what they are. The Dark Horse is a team that everyone disrespected because they don't know the team, but was always going to do well. Watch, Bodo Glimt, yeah? There'll be videos out of Bodo Glimt, Dark Horse, after they beat Monaco, or Galatasaray, or something like that. Oh, the Dark Horse? No. This is a very good team, you need to respect them. Yeah, you need to respect them. I'm the Bodo Glimt, watch it for the Man City fans. There you go. We got our own scouts here. I mean, Rangers fans were just gonna kill themselves. It was tragic. What was your first? Did you see the draw? I mean, I was just like, okay. We should get through. What are the home games for the Club Brugge in the Champions League? I don't remember them off my head. I don't remember them off the top of my head. Galatasaray. You know what? I want this game early. I want Galatasaray and Villarreal early. These are the games I want early. Galatasaray, Villarreal, Real Madrid. We lose against Real Madrid, who cares? Just throw that game. Just throw Real Madrid away. We play against Galatasaray and Villarreal early. Galatasaray still needs time to develop. Leverkusen as well, by the way. They need time to develop. Villarreal, we play them early. They could just play expansive football, open themselves up, and get cooked. These are the teams we need to play early and just cook them. Galatasaray will get better throughout the season because they're also doing a bit of a rebuild. Now they've got a few old players, don't they, Galatasaray, that they're just taking on and on. So maybe they'll drop off actually at some point because of old legs. But honestly, if the first game is Galatasaray and the second game is Leverkusen, I think we win our first 2 games. Then I think we win Villarreal. Then give us Monaco any point. I think we beat Monaco. Give us Monaco any point. And that's 4 wins right there. I mean, that's 12 points. Now get a draw against Dortmund. That should be doable at home. And beat Bodo Glimt, or Napoli, or Real Madrid. 1 win of these 3 games. And that's round of 16 for you. Because that's 15 points. And realistically, 15 points should be enough to get to the round of 16. I think it's crucial, though, that against Galatasaray, again, we need to respect our opposition here with Galatasaray. they're in a rebuild of their own. They're not looking great at the moment. But this is still Galatasaray. Galatasaray knows how to put up the heat. And if you don't respect that, you'll get cooked. So respect them, play calm, get a proper centre back in there, and then you can fly. Arsenal at home. Yeah. You're still losing to Arsenal. What a trophy. What a trophy. You got a good draw. So many good teams. I think it was an okay draw. I think this is just script. I think realistically we should get through here to the top 8. But this is another thing, yeah? We can't take it slow to start off with. We need to start the Champions League on a riot. If we can get top 8 locked down, with 2 games to spare, throw those 2 games away, fine. But you need to get top 8 locked down as soon as possible. Just get it done, get in there. That's what we need to do. So, Galatasaray, you're not getting top 8. Hopefully Pogba is back for Monaco. If we get top 8, I mean, this is the problem with Arsenal fans, you talk too much shit. You've not won a trophy in 5 years. Man City had 1 bad season where we finished 2 points behind you and you're talking shit. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Why are you talking shit? Why are you talking shit? You've not won a trophy in years. You know what the problem is with Arsenal fans, yeah? You are shameless. That's the problem. If you actually won a trophy, you'd realize how stupid you sound right. We're not getting top 8. Based on what? If we're being honest here, Leverkusen, Villarreal, Galatasaray, Monaco, we should beat those 4. That's 12 points. We need 4 points in 4 games here. The opponents, for sure. We've got a great record against Dortmund, by the way. But that's doable. That's doable. I don't get it. I really don't get it why Arsenal fans specifically always talk so much shit. Oh, you don't back your club though, do you? Don't back your club. Backing your club and just saying stupid shit are 2 different things. We're not getting top 8 about Man City as not backing Arsenal. What does insulting other clubs have to do with backing Arsenal? That doesn't make sense. What does disrespecting other clubs have to do with backing Arsenal? Who, by the way, still haven't won a trophy in 5 years. The only Big 6 club not to win a trophy this decade. I would honestly be embarrassed if I was an Arsenal fan. I would be embarrassed if I was an Arsenal fan to see my own fan base act like this. I mean, I'm embarrassed as a Man City fan. We won the 4th beat. I'm embarrassed as a City fan seeing the banter some City fans talk. I don't get it. I see City fans here talking shit of Liverpool, squirts, all of this stuff, and I'm like, they won the league title. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how people can just be so arrogant when they've got fuck all. That this is like a poor man living on the streets, walking up to Bill Gates and saying, yo, I'm better than Bill Gates. It don't make sense, does it? You need 16 points is enough. 16 points. That's what we got, what it was last season, and that's what it will probably be this season. 4 wins in these 4 games, which I think is doable. It's 12 points. That means 4 points more in these 4 games. You're telling me you can't get a win and a draw against Bodo Glimt and Dortmund? I'll struggle to believe that. I'm not insulting you, I am describing you. Well, you're not describing us by any useful metric, are you? Or Arsenal will beat you. Based on what? Like, again, you can believe that, but when you're coming to a Man City chat and you're being arrogant, based on what? You've not won trophies in years. Have you seen a single league title in your life? You're embarrassed because you don't back your club. I back my club, but my club actually has standards. That's the thing. When my club doesn't win the league title, we go buy a Ryan Shetty, go buy a Tijani Reinders. And even then, it's not good enough. But delusion is not the same as backing your club. Willful delusion is what you call stupidity, not backing your club. I mean, it's two different things, isn't it? You got standards, you don't live like your club. You don't got standards, you don't live like your club. I don't know what this is. Don't live like your club. What does that mean? Not a millionaire? Is that what that means? Okay, I'm not a millionaire. Well, here's a fact for you. Becoming a millionaire is mostly dependent on luck. There's multiple studies to prove that. So what does this mean? I don't get what this means. My club is a bunch of millionaires, so is your club. I do have standards for my club, and my club has standards for themselves, unlike Arsenal. I really don't get how Arsenal fans can come in here to talk shit. But they do this on every channel. This is why nobody likes Arsenal fans. I'm not being rude to you or anything. This is why nobody likes you. You're so arrogant, and you win nothing. This is why nobody likes you. It's not because of this or that. Same reason why nobody likes Man United. They're so arrogant. I don't get it. Chelsea is more humble than this, and they've got a mad fan base. Liverpool is more humble than this, and they're reigning champions. But if you go back to 2018, only Man City and Liverpool have won a league title. No, I'm not. I predicted us to lose to Real Madrid considerably. I said we will get cooked by Napoli. I'm saying that we should pay respect to Bodo Glimt and Galatasaray. Sad arrogance? Sad arrogance to say we'll get spanked by Madrid. We'll get cooked by Napoli. Pay respect to these two teams. That's not arrogance, is it? 100% don't have the same high standards for yourself like you do for your club. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does having standards for myself mean when you translate it into football terms? Or vice versa? Because football terms means try to be the best version of yourself. Try to be the best club you can be. Now, I actually train, I work out. I don't. I work out every day. Every day I go take runs. Every day. I keep my health up. I'm studying. I'm in university. Just move the goalposts whatever you want. Whenever you want. Okay, win a trophy whenever you want. But I work out. I stay healthy. I mind my food. I only drink water. I drink Coke once a month. Soda, that's once a week, I meant. Once a week I drink a soda. I take very good care of my health. Still studying. I'm applying standards to myself too. I don't get what this even means. Just move the goalpost. Win a trophy. For being disrespectful of other clubs, win a trophy. Yeah, you call every club shit, but you can't win a trophy. This is the truth about Arsenal fans. This is why nobody likes Arsenal fans. You're an asshole. I'm sorry to put it this way, but you're an asshole. You get that, right? What's your grades like? What's that mean? They're good. I'm passing all my stuff. So, what you gonna come back with now? Oh, you didn't get 20, 20, 20 on all your grades? Is that the argument now? Who's moving the goalpost now? People with high standards need to keep the same energy throughout. I do. You're trying to do a whataboutism fallacy, but it doesn't work because I'm actually consistent with myself. Most people are consistent with themselves. What you're doing is whataboutism. What about this? What about that? We're not talking about my personal life, are we, you fucking cunt? We're talking about football. Again, this is why nobody likes Arsenal fans. You insult me personally by starting to attack my personal life, saying I don't have standards on my own life. You insult clubs you can't fucking win a trophy ahead of. You proclaim you're the best constantly. And then you wonder why nobody... You did. You don't get to decide where you intended... Let me put it this way, yeah? Great quote. Nobody cares about your intentions, only about your actions. You don't get to decide when you insult somebody or not. When somebody feels insulted by what you say, you insulted them. There's absolutely no reason to bring up my personal life when we're talking about football, which you did. You attacked specifically how I live my personal life. That's being an asshole. I know you don't go outside a lot and you don't talk to people a lot. So you don't realize what you're doing, just describing the phenomenon. I can tell you don't go outside and talk to people. I mean, this is exactly what people who don't go outside say. Too many YouTubers preach high standards, just to be pricks. Sure. Too many Arsenal fans talk shit just to be shit. Like, come on, you've not won a trophy in years, and yet you go disrespect every other team. And then you're saying I'm doing the same, when in this stream I've said we need to respect Bodo Glimt and Galatasaray. Would you have said the same as an Arsenal fan? No, you wouldn't. You'd have said easy wins. You're saying easy wins about Man City. That stands Bodo Glimt. Respectfully, isn't quite Man City, is it? But I still respect them. I still respect Galatasaray. I still respect David Koes, even though they have Ten Hag. I still respect these teams. You wouldn't. Because that's not the way you act. I just said we were going to beat you. No, you said a lot more than that. You said a lot more than that. In fact, Ashini was crying after the game. But I'd cry too. Imagine being the best footballer in the club, and they put you on the bench to play fucking Angulo. Bro, I'd cry too. I'd just give up at Anderlecht. I'd put in my transfer notice. They played fucking Angulo ahead of me, bruv. I mean, they played Angulo. They played Torgan Hazard in the 10. What the fuck are they doing? I properly don't get these steps. So do you feel like Champions League side still? Man City. Champions League winning? No. But we're not Champions League side because we're in the Champions League. But when you're in the Champions League, you're not Champions League side. What does this mean? You're just throwing out a lot of words that mean nothing. Do you feel like a Champions League side? Doesn't matter what I feel, we're in the Champions League. Are we not? I mean, I'm currently looking at this draft from UEFA, Man City playing in the Champions League against these teams. So I guess, yes, we are the Champions League side. Yes, we are. First manager of got Belgium football got sacked in 2nd division. That's how that's how you go down, isn't it? Yeah, winning. Man City used to put fair. Fair in who? Like, again, this is arrogance. Man City was never good in Europe until like 2020 until 2024. We had 4 years of being a good team in Europe. That's not putting fair. Let's be honest. Let's be honest now. We're not we've only won it once, bro. We're not that. We are not those guys. Yeah, sure, but respectfully, Arsenal was not that good back then. Arsenal is now a lot better. Yeah, but that's because you got better. Arsenal was not that good back then, now you're a lot better. And we're getting worse. what is wrong about... I don't get your point. I really don't get your point. The difference is, yeah, you come in, you disrespect teams. I ask you how you have the chest to disrespect teams like this. And you answer, oh, I'm just backing my club. And you didn't just say you'd beat us. I can see us losing to Arsenal, sure. But you said you're not getting top 8. You said, oh, you got a lot of good teams, enjoy yourself with the good teams. I back my club, you don't. You said a lot more than just, oh, you do, or... Yes, you did. You didn't. You didn't just say that. You said more than that. I don't like people, this is accountability. I don't like people who can't even take accountability for their own words. You said more than just, you said more than just, we're gonna beat you. Monaco at home and Marseille at home. What are you talking about now? Are you talking about Club Brugge's draw? That could be possible. I can't remember that out of the top of my head. Okay, you got some good away games. Okay, but now you're changing the topic. You said, we will beat you. In fact, you said you're still losing to Arsenal, like a smug asshole. Tone matters. If you go outside, you notice that. Then you said you got a good bar. Hopefully Pogba is back for Monaco. You mean a lot. You're not getting top 8. Enjoy yourself with the good teams. But saying a lot more there than just, oh yeah, we're gonna beat you, aren't you? I mean, we're gonna beat you is one of the 5 things there you said that I just listed off. I mean, chat is easy to scroll up on. I don't get why you chat something in and then pretend you didn't say it. Again, this is why nobody likes Arsenal fans. This is why no one likes Arsenal fans. You got a lot of chests, but then you retreat. Yeah, enjoy yourself. You got iconic games. You're misinterpreting. Oh, you're changing the goalposts. That's what you said earlier. You'll change the goalposts, right? Where did you say it? Just move the goalposts whenever you want. That's what you're doing. You literally said it in this chat. I mean, you can literally scroll up and see what you said. Arsenal bottle job. There you go. Ardon Yashari is injured. What is intent? I'll just get you a quote. I don't remember who said it. I'll just show you the, and then we'll. Let me see who. I'm trying to remember the exact quote here. I can't find the quote. I'll find this quote at some point. This is a proper good quote. I will find that at some point, and then I'll put it in my stream here. So I can pull it up. We just like arguing. But you started arguing. Man of the match, Club Brugge against Rangers. I mean, I've said that already, didn't I? I did say Says. I believe that's what I said. No, I said Onyedika. I gave it to Onyedika because no balls on moment. Alexander Stankovic, first goal for Club Brugge. Yeah, it was his first goal. You called me an asshole. Because you were being an asshole. That was not an argument. I was just saying you're being an asshole. I don't understand these fans, man. Like, honest to God, go touch some grass. Because the way you talk to people just as a way people who don't touch grass talk to people. Arsenal stay humble, eh? Bro, that's a humble quote. They still don't get the meaning of it. They still don't get the meaning of it. There you go. Anyhow. Monaco. Last one. We haven't talked about that yet. Monaco. I actually don't know what players they have. I don't know a single player of Monaco's. I have not seen a Monaco game in time. Last time we played against them was like 2017. If I'm remembering correctly. Let me look up quick. Monaco transfer market. Let's see what players they have here. Maybe they've got some players I know. Bernard, Badou. Oh, they've got Mbolo. I do rate Mbolo. I think he's a proper decent player. Oh yeah, they've got Akliouche. Ansu Fati. What did join them? Loan. Okay, they've got some players. I can't lie. Mbolo is pretty good. Mbolo is pretty good. Rosa, why did you ban him? Why did you ban him, Rosa? One second, let me unban him. You did not need to ban him. 1 second. Let me quickly unban you. Don't pull the trigger so lightly, mods. Christ. Settings. Channel. No, it's operation rights. User management. Let me see if I can find your name here. My apologies for that. Rosa, don't do that. Bob Bose. Oh, there you go, I found you. There you go, you're unbanned. Don't do that, though. Don't need to do that. I can ban people myself if I want. I'm thinking... Rosa red card! I need to get a red card up here. I'm thinking goalkeeper of AS Monaco, ex-Cercle Brugge. Let me scroll up here. Oh, they've got this guy. Oh, that's more interesting. I think he was the starting goalkeeper in that Invincibles, right? If I remember correctly. Or was he the bench goal? He was the starting goalkeeper. Was he in the Invincibles? Yeah, see? I remember. Great memory. So that's an Invincible winning goalkeeper, 2 times cup winner in Germany, and Danish cup winner. That's a proper good... Yeah, they've got good players, I can't lie. Eric Dyer. Well, that's Dyer. Vanderson. I forgot that. Yo, I can't lie, they've got solid players. Bamba is also the... Oh, Pogba is back at 10. Okay. Bamba, Pogba. A few good players in there. A very experienced and good goalkeeper. Ansu Fati. Bro, respect Monaco as well. My only problem with them is that most of their players are like washed up players, if you know what I mean. Players that bigger clubs don't want anymore. I don't think Dyer is as good as he used to be, and I never thought he was world class. I think Dyer gets too much hate though. I think Dyer is a good player, but just ended up at clubs that were too big for him. I think that's the thing with him. Ansu Fati, I mean, we all know what happened to him. Let's see if he can revive his career there. A really good, invincible, winning goalkeeper, but that doesn't exactly mean that he's still what he used to be. A Czech goalkeeper out of Poland. Monaco can play. Yeah, apparently. Akliouche, Vanderson, 2 very hyped up players who I've not watched yet. We've got some must-watch games, to be fair. I've got some absolute... I'm gonna watch some Monaco games. I've not seen anything of Monaco since we played them. So... I'm gonna have to watch some games, honestly. I'm gonna have to watch some Monaco games and see. I'll see how they get that team clicking, because where did they finish last season? League 1. Not the country. Monaco the team. Last season in League 1 they got 3rd. Okay, they finished behind Marseille. But third is decent. League 1 though, this thing with League 1, drop off from PSG to Marseille is massive. Like in the Premier League, the drop off from Liverpool to Arsenal isn't as big. Drop off from Barcelona to Real Madrid is not that big. But in League 1, that drop off is massive, to be fair. Always has been. Even if the point tally is close, which it wasn't this season, but even if it is, it's a massive drop off. Monaco, third in Ligue 1. If their new signings click off, especially Ansu Fati, if Ansu Fati can find back the form he used to have as a 10, you put him in the 10, yeah? Because without his legs, he can't play up top anymore. You put him in the 10, you let him oversee the pitch, let him come back a bit more than a normal 10, let him distribute play. I think he can be deadly. I think that's going to be a good team to watch next season. So, for the predictions, I'll go 2-2 against Dortmund. We always play close games against Dortmund, so I'll go 2-2 against Dortmund. Real Madrid will batter us, let's not talk about that. Leverkusen, I'll go 2-1, let's say 2-1. Den Haag likes losing to us. 2-1 over Leverkusen. I think Villarreal. It's gonna be one of two games. If they're smart enough to close down, that can be a tough game. But this is the thing with Villarreal, yeah? And just Spanish teams in general. They're so naive. These Spanish teams will come to Man City, or I guess Man City will come to them, and they'll play open, expansive football. I really think Villarreal will cook themselves, if you know what I mean. Well, I'll go 3-1. I think Villarreal will score. They've got no real scorers there. Pepe is not a consistent scorer. The other striker, I didn't even know who he was. But this is La Liga team strikes. They don't have scorers. They just have 11 techie players. I think they'll get cooked, I can't lie. 1-3, Man City there. I'll go 1-2 Napoli. I think De Bruyne will get a goal and an assist. He'll absolutely rinse us. 1-2 Napoli. Bodo Glimt. Again, if we can play Bodo Glimt at like middle point or later point when we get into gear, we'll trash them. If we play them pretty early on, I think we need to be careful. I'll go... I think it's going to be a close game. I'll go 3-2. I'll go 3-2. I think Bodo Glimt has some firepower in their lineup as well. So 3-2. I mean, we saw it against Sturm Graz. They do have firepower. Galatasaray. Now, disregard everything I said earlier about Galatasaray. Because I do have to back myself against Turkish teams. Because the real oil clubs are us. We are an oil club. Galatasaray is not a real oil club. This is the problem. They're like kind of an oil club, but not really. So we need to battle them. I need to back us to be the best of the oil clubs, at the very least. So 3-0. Great logical argument, I know. Monaco. Monaco, I'm not sure. I need to watch a game of them first. But I'll just give a blanket 1-2. 1-2 over the Monaco. There you go. Blanket prediction. Tomorrow, draw of Europa League and Conference League. Why do they not do these draws on the same time, by the way? Uncle football. They've got a bunch of uncles, don't they? They're still trying to buy Akanji and Gundogan. Bro, give Galatasaray Akanji, Gundogan, and Ederson. Make them weaker. We need to play 5D chess right now. Anderlecht need to sack their manager. Do Anderlecht still have the same engine as last season? Why am I looking up? I didn't actually follow Anderlecht. Did they sack? I'll see. No, they didn't. Yeah, that might be grim. That might be grim. Standard Liège had sacked their manager. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Sani FC. But here's the thing, yeah. A lot of their players, Sani. I don't know any of their other players, but just Sani. Oh, they do have Oh, name. Napoli guy. Osimhen. They do have a lot of these players who are a bit post. They're the best years, I suppose. Even then, Osimhen, I think, had only one really good year in his career. So I think they can be a bit vulnerable there, to be honest. I'm not sure, though, about Galatasaray. But we have to beat them. We have to beat them, I think, with Gala. I mean, I think we have to beat most of the teams we play against, but unfortunately, we're not that consistently good anymore, if we're being very honest with ourselves. So, yeah. Let's leave it at that. Now, I'm going to redirect this towards... Oh, wait a minute. Just connect it onto something. It's no heavyweight show. Oh, there's no heavyweight show today. Oh. I intentionally postponed this stream for the European heavyweight show. But I guess no European heavyweight show today. Prediction Ajax. You know what? Let's go through Ajax and Club Brugge. Then. Since it's no heavyweight show anyway. Champions League. Wow. League phase, we'll start with Club Brugge. Club Brugge. Now, Club Brugge, I mean, Barcelona, all due respect, we're gonna get destroyed. Bayern München has had poor days recently, haven't they? I think they'll cook us. Arsenal, I don't like English teams for Club Brugge. Club Brugge cannot handle English teams. I don't know why. When we play English teams, we do the exact opposite of what we should do. I think Arsenal is gonna cook us. Especially on set pieces, they're gonna ruin us. Because set pieces is how we scored most of our goals, but they're the best on set pieces. So, best in Europe on set pieces. So I think you take that away from Club Brugge, and Arsenal just plays very good football. We get ruined, to be honest. But then I look at Marseille, I look at Sporting, Monaco, and Kairat. Kairat away, I think, is going to be tricky. But if you can lock in, focus for that game, I think you win it. Club Brugge does good against French teams, so I'll go to win against both Monaco and Marseille, because we just have that energy against French teams. Then you're up to 9 points. You need to win either Atalanta or Sporting. I think we can do that. I really think we can do that. This is just unfortunate. These three are unfortunate draws, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Prediction Volendam Ajax. That's a random game. 1-2 Ajax I'll go, I suppose. Oh, Ajax is fucked. And Ajax is fucked, you know why? Karabakh away. Karabakh away is fucking good. People need to put respect on Karabakh as well. Galatasaray tends to do well against Dutch teams. Marseille, I don't know if Ajax does well against French teams. Olympiacos, I think they might win. Villarreal, they could win. Benfica, I think, is just so good for Ajax. Chelsea and Inter, they could beat Inter, but then they only have 9 points, and that's not enough, is it? I think they could be fucked, I can't lie. That's a rough draw for Ajax, that's a proper rough draw. I did not mean to do that, that was me pressing the wrong button. Anyhow. I mean, I know it's not the real schedule, but it is the real location of the games already. Ajax got Karabakh and Galatasaray last season in the Europa League, did they? And what did you do? Usually, Ajax loses against Galatasaray, right? Let's see, Ajax games for last season. I'll quickly check that out. In the Europa League, Ajax played Galatasaray and won. And beat Karabakh as well. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, they did play Galatasaray as the last game of the league phase, so it didn't really matter, but you know what? they can beat Karabakh, it seems. I think that's going to be a proper interesting game. I want to see that. I want to see that game. I'll try to make time for it. Wrong button, FC. FC Utrecht are in Europa League. Yeah, they are, aren't they? And so is Go Ahead Eagles, because they won the cup, I think. Or are they Conference League? Not sure. Anyhow. For real now, I'm gonna end it there. So, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you, for some reason, have been a fraud and haven't done so already. And I'll just leave it there. Man City should get to top 8. I'm gonna be honest. If you don't get top 8, it's gonna be sad days. It's gonna be sad days. I think we've got a doable draw. Teams we need respect. Respect Monaco. Respect Galatasaray. Respect Bodo Glimt. These are not easy games, but on paper, we should win them. So get top 8. I think that we just have to, because you get rid of those 2 extra games. And if you can get top 8 secured with your first 6 games, you can pull out B team and give your academy minutes in a real game. In the last 2 games, which means your first team players aren't playing them. It's going to be interesting to see who we play when, what the schedule is, but I'm just waffling at this point, aren't I? So I'll leave it there. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, as I said for the 1000th time. I'll see you guys on the next one.